Guys, I got a little GU extra for you here. This is one of the most difficult escapes. When I ask people what they would do in this situation, oftentimes they have no answer. And so I'm really proud of it. I spent a long time thinking about it and got my way out of this. So BBS 3, lesson number 15. These are some counters to some side mount arm locks. Now I'm going to demonstrate this arm lock first, and then I'll show how to get out of it. So if you don't mind, with your feet in that direction, your head in this direction, generally the side mount, or it can be a north-south situation, this arm comes underneath one tricep, we achieve Kimura grip, and then what happens often, if you don't mind rotating ever so slightly, is that sometimes that arm gets pinned by the shin, and then the other leg pinches, and the person on top gets this control, puts it behind the back, and of course a very powerful submission because the person is trapped there. So escaping this is very challenging. And so I just wanted to show you what I like to do and what I generally will teach. So Liz, if you don't mind achieving that same Kimura situation, so she threads, she gets her grip, she can press forward, but oftentimes if this arm starts to come out, the person will pin that and then start to achieve, and before long it's going to be curtains. So right here, this arm of course always wants to be securing the belt, grabbing the lapel, even linking the hands together or holding the thigh. So securing the belt sometimes can work. Holding the lapel, it's gi reliant. Holding the hands together, it's only going to work for so long, and holding the thigh and kind of congesting this area really works too. But what I like to do is I'll take this hand while hiding my hand, and all I'll do is secure the heel, bridge, and rip. I'm going to show that one more time because that's a pretty interesting situation. When we're pinned here, we make sure we're safe, hide the hand for a second, and this just has to kind of make this a single unit. Now the trick is what we do is our hip bone bridges against this knee. Watch. When I bridge a lot in that direction. So it's like this, which allows this arm to come free. Now once this arm is free and this is a unit, the forcefulness of the person applying the Kimura allows us to rip our bodies free. Boom. If they stayed holding on, of course we would have an arm lock from the bottom, but I find often pulling the elbow to the ground and then posting on the body and then throwing the legs up or squaring up. So I'm going to show this one more time because there's another essential detail. When they have all of this controlled, of course, as congested as possible, and then making this a unit is very important because if I just bridge, there's some sliding. So I hold this in place, and when my hip hits it, my arm whips south. Right. Now, once this occurs, linking the hands, and then I'm going to throw my knees in this direction, and then throw my legs in the other. So it's like this. Tick-tock. And then from here, sliding my elbow all the way to the ground, bracing the body, and then throwing the legs in one way or another. We can expect that they're probably going to be driving forward, so something like a high-low guard right there, or, of course, any kind of shrimp escape right there, so that we square up. So, Liz, I want you to try this, because this is a really interesting one. So I'm going to do this on Liz, and when I get right here, I thread it, I wrap everything up, and then oftentimes this belly's pressing forward, and the person will just take this knee, slide it in place. Right. Then it's just about up on their side. So Liz wants to congest this whole area, sometimes holding the thigh, sometimes holding the hands together, whatever works. Now, Liz, secure my heel, use your hip bone to bridge towards me, and as soon as you do that, whip your arm south. Right. Now, link your hands, and as soon as you link your hands, whip your knees this way, whip your legs that way, rip free. Elbow to the ground. Any questions?
No, that was cool.
Amazing. Thank you guys very much. I hope that works. Play with it. And don't forget to free your head from underneath the legs.